Good afternoon.
Hi. Hello.
So we are here at the Eric Carle Museum. This is considered Amherst, Mass. The campground that we're at is about a half an hour from here. There's also some other campgrounds close to here too, and we're not too far from the Vermont border too. So if you're in Vermont, you can come down here for a day trip and do the Eric Carle Museum that way. So the price is $15 for adults and $10 for kids, for youth or kids ages 1 to 18. That includes students, teachers, and seniors. So not bad. We'll see how the value is. But I was a big fan of Eric Carle books when I was a kid. I love The Very Hungry Caterpillar, and it was just by coincidence that Jackson was one of his favorite books too, and nothing to do with me. Well, he got it for a gift, I think, maybe for my mom, or maybe we got it for him. I forget who gave it to him, but it was one of his favorites too. And then The Bear as well was one of his favorites. So it just so happened that he loved Eric Carle too. If you don't know,
Brown Bear.
Brown Bear, yeah, that's what's called, Brown Bear. So if you don't know who Eric Carle is, he's a very famous children's author, but his illustrations are just unmatched. It's a very unique illustrations, and I think are very unique drawings. I think it resonates with a lot of children. I'm sure there's probably a lot of you out there that maybe read the books when you were kids too, and one of your favorites. So there's a whole museum here dedicated to him, so we're excited to check it out. I also forgot to mention that we have a new visitor today with us. This is my cousin's daughter, Luna, so my cousin as well. But my cousin and I were like brother and sister growing up. We grew up in the same house on the weekends, so we were with each other a lot. And she was on my heels, just like a little sister would be our entire childhood. So really, it's like having my little niece with me. So we're super excited to have her with us here today. See you guys inside.
Later.
All right, guys, we are back in the truck. That was a good time.
That was.
I think I learned a lot. Seeing his artwork is amazing. I didn't expect there to be other artists' artwork here. So this isn't just an Eric Carle Museum. I think it's named the Eric Carle Museum, but they have, they celebrate authors of all kinds, celebrate picture book artists or picture book authors.
And
illustrators from different works. So it's not just Eric Carle. So I think it's more of a picture book museum than it is an Eric Carle Museum. But Eric Carle is obviously the main focal point of the museum. But I didn't. Probably should have known this. Maybe I did know this sometime. Yeah. But Eric Carle is actually from Charlemont, Mass. But Charlemont from Amherst is only like 20 minutes away. It's not far from here, so it makes sense why the museum is here and why it's called the Eric Carle Museum. But I had no idea he was from Massachusetts, so that's pretty cool.
Yes.
From Western Massachusetts at that, which is very cool.
Yes, they had a lot of activities for the kids too, which was really nice.
Yeah, there was you could have your kids here for the entire day. It's almost like a museum with a library with like an art studio all mixed into one building. It's pretty cool because they have an art studio. Today they're making dragons. They have a library with all picture books and all the illustrators, and they're celebrating. Right now they're celebrating
Margaret Wise Brown.
Author of
Goodnight Moon.
Goodnight Moon,
and
yeah.
many other, of course.
Yes, and there were so many of her books. I didn't realize how many books she actually had, but there was the entire library was, they had all of them on display and in a square, and it was really cool to see all of her works.
Yeah, they had like some of her very popular ones, and then they also had some that were also illustrated by different illustrators. So they were compared next to each other, same story but just different illustrators, so that was pretty cool. And then some that have been published after, I don't know, like after she passed.
So some of her works that were done after she passed. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really cool. And in each of the galleries they had a room that kids could sit down and draw. So I thought it was amazing. I think for $15 for adults and $10 for kids. We were here for probably about 2 hours or so, I would say, right? 2 hours? 1:30?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so silly.
For 2 hours, and we didn't and we didn't go super fast. We also didn't go super slow. So I think it was a fair value for sure.
Yeah. And there was even still some more to see, but they were ready to go.
Yeah.
So.
Obviously, anytime you say things with involving children, your time is really what's up to the children, right? It's how long they can stay engaged. But I think for 2 hours for $15 or for a family of 4 in this case, giving it $50, I think that was well worth it.
It's not working.
So that is it for today. I think we're gonna try to do one more thing. I told you guys we wanted to take him on Greylock. We are still handling my dad's affairs, but hopefully if we have time, we will take you.
Just talking to you.
It's working. Look it.
Yeah.
See? Hi. So hopefully.
I don't want to see my mom.
Okay. So hopefully after we get done enough with his affairs that we can get up to Mount Greylock and show you guys around there a little bit. But if not, we have to save it for another time. That's all. So for today, we'll see you guys later.
Later, guys.
Later.
Does it feel good sleeping?
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Travel day.
Yeah, it is travel day. It's 9:30. If you ever wonder why we don't get out until checkout time, he's still sleeping.
Hey. We're all that way. It's not just him.
Yeah, we're not morning people. I force myself up. Jasmine forces herself up. We let Jackson wake up as he wishes until it's time to go.
I was up with her earlier, but I fell asleep.
We wanted to sleep. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go out and start cleaning up the outside. So we've been here for a month now. It's been 28 days. It was nice seeing family. You know, guys know we weren't here for the best of reasons, but we did get to see a lot of family. So that's always nice. But I am definitely itching to get kind of back on the road, even though back on the road now is going to mean a week and a half, and then we're going to be stationary. I'm sorry, 2.5 weeks, and then we'll be stationary for a month in one place, a month in another place, or a month and a half in one place, and then a few weeks in another. So this is what we expected though, coming back home for the fall. We knew we wanted to come back for Jackson to play soccer. So, you know, it'll be long term in a certain spot, but I look forward to it still. We're definitely looking forward to moving today. I don't know if I mentioned, we were at the Springfield, or the Northampton Springfield KOA. This is our third or fourth time here. So we're in site 46. Nobody behind us, but there is a pavilion behind us with a cafe that open on Sundays for breakfast, I want to say, and Fridays or Saturdays for dinner, one of the two. We didn't go to it at any of the times we've been here. We've never gone to it. We always cook. I like cooking outside, and so we usually cook. But there was a guy here, but he's left a few days ago. And there's 3 or 4 sites over there. And those sites are nice too, because there's woods behind them, which is really nice. For the month, it was $1,400 for the month, which is pretty typical for KOAs, I want to say. Not really within our budget, but we wanted to be close to family, and this is one of the closest ones to family, and it's New England. Up here, those prices are pretty average for all places, so it was a big shock to us going down south and finding places for like $400 a month, which is awesome. But then New England, up here in the Northeast, the season's so short, they have to make their money. It takes a lot for them to maintain these campgrounds because of the snow and the rain, and it's only half a season or half a year. So I get it, but I'll be happy to go back down south for some longer term stays. What else? You guys saw we didn't get to go to Mount Greylock. We did have a small opportunity maybe to make it work, but the smoke from the Canadian fires has been pretty thick over here, so going up there wouldn't have been much of a vista. We would have gotten to see the observation tower, but wouldn't have been able to observe much of anything. So it's all right. We'll go back another day. No big deal. So now this is the official start to our, hopefully just a one video start to our Jayco Owners Rally. It's our first rally, so we're super excited for that. It's gonna be down in Mystic, Connecticut. I don't know how many people are going. I did get a roster list, but I forget how many people are going. But just looking forward to, it's another KOA. Just looking forward to being in a campground and just seeing all the Jaycos, which are pretty cool. So excited for that. So I am going to start the process of getting everything cleaned out, roof cleaned, tanks emptied and cleaned, hooked up, and then we'll get going. The one thing I will say is the water pressure at this particular site has been horrible. Horrible to the point that our hot water tank just doesn't know what to do with itself. It's either crazy hot, or if you put a little bit of cool water in, it just turns freezing cold. So it's been, I even turned it down as far as it can go, which if you're wondering, 95 degrees, 96 degrees is the lowest it'll go, and it will still come out at 118 degrees because there's just not enough water going through it. So it's heating it up, the little bit of water that's going through, it's heating it up too fast. At least I hope that's the reason. The other reason I think it could be is that something's wrong with it, but I think it's the water pressure, because the water pressure is really bad here. At least at this particular site, we've been here before, like I said, and the water pressure didn't seem this low. So I think it's just this particular site. But so I'll be happy to get on some good water pressure. So that wraps up our time in Western Massachusetts. I hope you guys enjoyed everything we brought you to. The Hall of Fame, Eric Carle Museum, and also Dr. Seuss Museum, Springfield Museum of Science. The quadrangle in general in Springfield is just a great place to go and explore if you're in the city or near the city. So I hope you guys enjoyed all of that. Let us know in the comments if you did. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share with anyone you think would enjoy it as well. Your subscriptions and your likes and your shares really help us a lot, and we really appreciate you guys that do it. So until next time, guys, God bless.
And stay safe.
Stay safe.
Later.
Blessed day.
Blessed day.